Hello, I'm Robin and I'm a normal alcoholic. Do you really want to stop drinking? Before I get too deep into this, if you get anything from this video and think that it might help someone else, then please give it a thumbs up or comment. Help spread the word of the channel. So, I don't know how many of you will have watched to the very end of one of my videos, but if you do, at the end of every one, there's a little text scrolls across. It says, you can stop if you really want to. Now, I was listening to a friend speak last week, which got me thinking about this. His partner went away for a week, so he had the flat to himself. And historically, or previously, this would have been an opportunity for him to have a drink with, let's say, less consequences, without someone looking over his shoulder, just to flat to himself, carefree, have a booze up. But he decided not to. So this time, he just didn't want to have a drink. And part of that was that last time it happened, he realized he wasn't really enjoying it. Alcohol wasn't doing the same thing it used to. You know, for all of us who reach this point, you know, alcohol, it's not the same as when we were, young teenagers or however old, having our first drinks in pubs or clubs with friends, being all sociable, etc. It's not like that. When you get into later stages of alcoholism, the drinking isn't the same. It doesn't give you the fun times. A lot of the times it's isolating, it's horrible, it's dark, it's depressing, it's lonely, it's painful. It's not doing the same things it used to do. And the last time he drank, it wasn't doing those things. So he made that quite distinct decision that this time, rather than trying to sneak in a drinking session when, it easily could have done, just said, no, I'm going to have this time to myself, to be myself. I'm going to enjoy the fact that I've got my flat to myself, a bit more me time, chill out, relax, whatever on TV, that you don't have to fight over what you're going to watch or whatever, or what you're going to cook and eat, etc. And yeah, this got me thinking about how we have to want to stop drinking. There's a big difference between knowing that you've got a problem with alcohol, knowing that it's having negative effects on your life, on your relationships, on work, on your health. There's a difference between knowing all that and knowing because of that you should stop, and actually wanting to stop for yourself. Wanting to stop and never go back. Wanting to stop and say, that's it, I'm done. Not, I want to be sober for a while, see if I can rebuild my career, relationships, health, outlook on life, all that, financial all that stuff. And then when that's all sorted, then I'll see if I can have a drink. If you're like me and you know that every time you have a drink, it's going to take you back to the same place, you realize that it's not worth it, and you can't have sobriety for a while and then go back or squeeze it in when your partner's away. You've got to make that decision that you're going to stop for you forever and not let it tempt you back in. It's very common to hear people say you've got to want to stop for you, not for other people. And this is a hard line to kind of realize and understand and work through. Is you have people in your life you care about and who care about you, and you don't want to hurt them with your drinking, and you want to have a better relationship with them. That's all going to be better without the drink. So you're kind of in this thing, well, am I doing it for me or am I doing it for them? It's hard. It's hard. The way I see it, it's good to have other people that motivate you. But if you're only doing it because you want to rebuild that relationship, because you want things to go back to some time you remember that you look at through rose-tinted glasses, that's not enough. You've got to want a better life for you moving forward. You've got to know that you're going to be better off without the alcohol. Because you can't guarantee the future. Those relationships you want might not come back. But you got to know that you will be better without the drink. That if you don't get those relationships back, or the financial security, the living security, whatever it is, you might not get that back. But you got to know that you're going to get something better than what you've got while you're in the depths of alcoholism. So I don't know what it is that's going to, make you make that subtle choice that's going to rebalance the scales of drinking versus non-drinking. We think it always has to be a big thing, like a big rock bottom. I lost the job, I ended up in hospital, I ended up getting arrested, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It can just be, back to my friend's example. I tried drinking again. It wasn't doing what it used to do. It wasn't making me feel like a teenager back in the pub having a laugh with my mates. It just left me with a horrible feeling. It left me feeling physically sick. So I'm better off without it. So do you really want to stop drinking? Or are you doing it for someone else? For the job you lost or can't get? Or are you doing it because you really are done with dealing with all the problems that come with a drink? And no matter what comes, it's still going to be better than another hangover, another embarrassment, another regret. Life ain't going to be perfect. Life ain't all roses. But I promise you, it's better without a drink. So that's all for now. Bye.